Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is so great to see you guys. I miss you guys so much. So much. That's why I had to do another video. You know, I'm trying to stay consistent. You know, I'll be off and on sometimes. It's just like I'm mad wish-washy, I know, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I'm trying. I'm really trying. I got some videos coming up. I won't say what they are, but they're gonna be fun. For girls though, it's gonna be fun for the girls. For the guys, it's not gonna be so fun for y'all, but y'all can come to learn stuff because we'll discuss it in the next video. Anyways guys, this video is actually gonna be a story time because I have no more content. And it's actually gonna be the story on when I was randomly selected by the TSA for a strip search. And the thing that's crazy is that I am always randomly selected. Every time I travel to the States, I am randomly selected. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if I look like Pablo Escobar's like wife or something. I don't know if I look like I carry crack within my crevices. But I am always randomly selected and it's crazy. But this time, I'm gonna tell you the story of when I was traveling to New York. And sis was randomly selected for no reason besides racism. That's my belief. But let's get into the video.
Man, I sell nothing, but man, I give nothing for free. My body too good for that. No, sir.
Okay, so I was fresh out of my first semester in university, and I was in Trinidad, and I was leaving Trinidad to go to New York. Now this is my flight. Just remember how my flight is set up. Piarco to Miami to LaGuardia. That's in New York. That's the airport in Queens. It's not JFK, but it's in the airport. Anyways, so that's the setup. Piarco to Miami to New York. Flat, just like that. So I'm excited to go. I'm really like, oh my god, you know, white Christmas in New York is gonna be so fun. I message all my family. I'm prepping. I've packed my suitcase. And yo, I was geeked, okay? I was geeked. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have so much fun. It's my first white Christmas. And my flight was mad early, maybe like 7 o'clock, so I had to be there like 5 o'clock, because you know, Caribbean people, it was gonna be 2 hours before. I don't know why, but it just is what it is. So I get there to the airport. My school drops me off, and they tell me that, oh wow, you're too late to check your bags. Okay, so I come 2 hours prior. 2 hours prior, but by the time like I reach in front of the line, because I had a lot of people, and we had what's that called, traffic on the way to the airport in Piarco. They told me that it was too late to check my bag, and the car what dropped me off had done left. Bruh, I had my bags with me in Piarco airport, unable to check them. Going to New York. That was the first mishap. Like me, this was like, I have, let's say, 30 minutes to go through security, and I have nobody to give my bags to. My school is like, let me say, 30 minutes away, so I can't even call anybody to come back and get my bags for me. It was just a mess. And in that moment, I decided to call everybody that I could call. I was like, I don't know what they was gonna do for me in the moment, but I started calling. I was like, oh my god, I can't get my bags. And it was like 4 a.m. in the morning. It was like really early, and nobody was up. My sister didn't pick up, my father didn't pick up, my mother didn't pick up, my uncle was the only one to pick up. And that nigga was like, let me talk to them, because I don't know why Caribbean people think we could talk down people. And he was talking to the lady, and he was like, yeah, let her give you her bag. The lady was like, no. She's not doing that. And I started to cry, because my sister told me whenever I'm in a situation where I need help, the best thing for me to do is cry. But I'm crying, and all these shouldn't people watching me like, oh my god, why is this bitch crying? I'm trying not to curse, I'm so sorry. Why is this lady crying? So the lady's telling me like, yo, she already gave out my phone. She's like, I don't talk to your uncle. Like, what is this? And she was like, well, you got 15 minutes to go through security or you're not going. And I was like, fine. I was flying on American Airlines. Them sons of bitch. Let me, worst airline ever. It's them then Delta, I swear to God. But let's stick to the story. Anyways, child, so I have 15 minutes, and the best idea I could come up with in that moment is to give my suitcase to an old lady, I just run up to a random old lady. When in doubt, just trust the old lady. I run up to the old lady and I was like, yo, can you please hold my bag for me? Somebody's gonna come get my bag. At that time, I had already called my school and tell them like, yo, I had this friend from school. He drives. And I was like, yo, you need to come and pick up my bag for me. Like, it was a mess. And I give old lady my bag with all my stuff, bro. And I was just like, bye. And I ran to security. When I got to security, like, we gonna forget about the bag for now, okay? We'll come back to it. When I got to security, the craziest thing happened, right? I was the last person there. I was the last person in the line, but I was still randomly selected for a search. Like, but to be honest with you, my hair was probably like 30 inches long, and my nails was like half of that. And like, I don't know, I probably did look like I carry cocaine in crevices. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Something about, I don't know, I think it's like how I dressed too. I just look stupid in hell. Like, I look stupid. That's why now when I travel like a bum, okay? Because I don't want to be randomly selected for anything. So I'm in Trini, and I get my first random selection. And they call me, to the little side and whatever. They pass me through the thing, and it goes off. And I was like, yo, why would this go off? And the lady comes, she pats me down, and she doesn't find anything, Then she tells me come with her to the back room. And at that point, I get scared. So I call my mom. And I don't know if you guys know that you can't actually call your parent. You can't call nobody when you're going through security. But I called my mother, and I started crying. That made me look so much more guilty. Like, I was crying. I was like, oh, it's been the worst morning ever. Like, the people that have my bag and they're randomly selected, and like nobody loves me. Yo, I was crying. Like, long water, ugly tears. And the guy looked at me, the security guy looked at me like this, and he was like, you can't be on your phone. And I didn't hear that shit, and I kept crying. And the crazy thing about it is that I ended up hanging up on my mother, and they had to, like, what's that called? Like, thumbprints? Yeah, that's thumbprints, or like test your fingers to see if you have any like residue on you. And when they tested my fingers, all 10 of them bitches reacted. I don't know what I touched. I just got to the airport. Like, I don't know what I touched, but all 10 of my fingers was blue, and they were like, this, like, yo, I looked guilty little bitch because I was still crying while they're testing my fingers. So it's like, oh girl, it looks so bad, it looks so bad, it looks so bad, it looks so bad, it looked real bad. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it looked horrible. I myself thought I was carrying cocaine. So anyways, I finally like explained my way out of it, and they checked everything. They were like, where are your bags? I was like, I have no bags. I have no bags. They're like, you going to New York with no bags? I was like, yes. They're like, in winter? I was like, yes. Anyways, I don't know why they let me go, to be honest with you. I think they probably realized I had nothing on me. Like, I really didn't have any bags. What could I be possibly carrying? Anyways, child, so they let me catch the plane, and I am in Miami. 4-hour flight, and I'm in Miami. When I get to Miami, I checked in and everything, but my stupid ass left the airport to go, be a stupid bitch. And I came back to the airport and I had to recheck in. No problem. So I recheck in, and the same thing happens. But this time, I'm in America. It's not Trinidad. They're not playing with me. Legit. They said the same thing. Like, I passed the little machine, it went off, and they were like, come with us. And then they came with them, did a fingerprint scan. They were like, you gotta do a strip search. I was like, what? They were like, yeah, you gotta do a full body. So it wasn't a strip search. I wasn't naked, but I had to do like a full body like pat down. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. Yo, I cried the entire day. It was weird. Anyways, child, so they asked me, you can choose to do your pat down here in front of everybody, or you can do it behind a little room. And my common sense tell me, they be killing people in them little rooms, and I do not want nobody to do me anything. I need all of these ladies and gentlemen to witness what they doing to me. And they got me a female officer, and she came to do the pat down, and this lady touched down to my vajayjay. No lie, no lie. She was like, I'm going to touch your vagina. I was like, and she touched it, and it hurt. It didn't really hurt, but it hurt my ego. No lie, no lie. That shit hurt my ego. I still have no idea what I touched. And after they do all of that, they pat me down and they look and they look and they look. They found nothing. They found nothing. And it's crazy because I really believe the old lady, when I touched her to give her my bag, she probably was carrying something. But I don't know. I really don't know. So they actually let me go too. They let me go and I caught my flight and I went to New York, and that was the last of that until I was coming back. When I was coming back, I had the same issues. I really don't know what I be using that be sending these people like stuff insane. But let me tell you what happened to my bag now. By the hook or the crook, and by Jesus Christ, I just end up getting it back. That's it. The guy from my school legit came. He knew what bag I had. He met the old lady and he was like, yo, that's my friend's bag. Old lady was like, oh, for real? Cool. And she gave it to him. And that's the end of the story time. I know this was rambly. I guess probably you guys did not understand this fully, but you know, girl, I tried. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. This shit was so random. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for real. I know it sounds rambly and like all over the place, but the moral of the story is I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Man, I sell nothing, but man, I give nothing for free. My body too good for that. No, sir. Hope on you.